Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Handoff to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now it's second down here.
Let's go.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Hits the running back in the flat. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Becomes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. The back's got it. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a touchdown on the board here early in the game for him. And Chris, intentional or not, look how much time they took off the clock here in the opening quarter. So not only did they get a touchdown, they took the air out of the ball as well.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Grab made by the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 14, Texas 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And now the handoff. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Ball handed to the running back. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throw to the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Longhorns. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7.
14, Texas 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Can he make it to the marker? And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Boy, a nice 1st down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
The Gators look to keep this drive moving. going to hand this off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass, it's Sims. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. They'll kick it away here. And they've got the return of Corral. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off play action. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the completion made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Now, everybody's entitled to whatever they think is best for their own defense. But, man, this quarterback is just sitting back there with all kinds of time to be able to evaluate the coverage and make a throw. This defense better get more aggressive and start getting after the quarterback.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. One of those critical third down plays coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this deep to begin the second half. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, he was keeping them out of the end zone.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Takes the handoff again. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. It's Sims. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Steps out at the 16. Would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick catch over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And it's complete downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. They'll take the lead in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4.
That makes the score Texas 21, Florida 17.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. On first down, it's play action. Fires this one deep middle. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
That's just great execution by this offense. The quarterback needs time on that post route. And I'm impressed by this receiver. I didn't know if he'd be able to get clear on that post, but he does. Lined up on the right side. Quarterback and he have worked on this all week to be able to find that route and that timing. This time they hit it for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT puts him up 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? The coverage team able to bring him down. Offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Completion makes it second down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's going to take another shot right here. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moving past the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. There's a wide-open receiver complete. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
And I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his...
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they knock through the PAT, so it's a 4-point game, 28-24.
That makes the score. Texas 28. Florida.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Sims. Bringing pressure. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he drops back in the gun. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Tough running there. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 28, Florida 24.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Heading left after the handoff. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third down, it's a handoff. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this third down, but he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Second and goal for the offense. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Texas 35, Florida 24.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it?
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And that one is no good. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he's got it. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. And the Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. No huddle here for the offense. To the air, it's Sims. A short completion to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. It's third down for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Shotgun formation here on third down. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they get to the line quickly. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. To throw, it's Sims. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's swarmed by the defense. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down upcoming after that completion.
29 Philly. 2-0.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Shouldn't make a huge difference here, but the defense does have 2 timeouts remaining. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's contact on the throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Crowd trying to make a difference here on 4th down. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what you should do if you want to give your opponent a chance to get back into the game. Up by a couple scores, good field position, chance to punt this ball away, rely on your defense, but instead you go for it and you give your opponent great field position and now a chance to get back in the game.
And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of work.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, I mean, this game was essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
The PAT doesn't do much good, so they'll set up for the 2-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. To throw, it's Sims. Intercepted in the end zone. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Number 17 set to kick off.
And the hands team able to recover the football. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.